All right, welcome to Pep Talk number 3. Today, I just want to say to anyone who sees this now and into the future, seriously, I want the absolute best for you. Go out and chase everything down that you can. I just hit the 30 mark. I turned 30 a couple of weeks ago. I'm having a good time with it. But I know there's a lot of stuff I still want to do. There's a lot of stuff that many of us wish we had done in a previous time or we want to do into the future, and none of us a lot of us are struggling with the idea that we need to come to terms with time is not infinite. It's finite. It we might not be here tomorrow. We might not get next week. We might not get 5 more years. We need to start putting a little pressure on the things we want to do and putting pressure on ourselves and forcing ourselves to like walk into unknown territory and walk into the darkness and see what comes of it, because too many of us are just stuck in this world of complacency where we really enjoy the creature comforts of life. Like, even if you are okay with your job and you're satisfied with it, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to stick with it, that's fine. But if there's other things you want to do, if you want to write a book, if you want to create music, if you want to learn to play an instrument, or if you want to like study Roman history, or you want to like go travel, like there's so much more that you can do with your time. And a lot of us aren't even doing the baby steps. Like if you want to travel, get your passport. Just make sure you get it. If you don't have it, go after it. That's one little thing. That's one little thing that is like another step closer to the direction in which you want to go. Stop dilly dallying around. Stop worrying about, oh, well, even if I get it, it doesn't mean that I'll go. Yeah, you still might not, but you're one step closer. Work on one step. Just complete the next step. Whatever's right in front of you, whatever you know today that you can take care of, so tomorrow you might be able to do the thing you want to do, go do it. If you want to write, grab a piece of pen and paper, start drawing stuff down. Your first draft's gonna be absolute dog shit. Don't worry. It is. It was for me. It always will be. But then you start to learn. You start to learn the rhythm of it, the cadence. You start to learn the methodology of what works best for you and how you want to go about it, how your process of writing is. You start to learn your voice. You start learning the features and all that it takes in the editing process and making multiple drafts and doing things that you don't want to do, and having to read stuff that like honestly scares you because it's your words, it's from your soul, it's from your emotion, and as you're reading these things, it's you. So a lot of us are so scared because the things that we want to do is honestly a true, genuine reflection of who we are ourselves individually. And to do that, you have to be a little self introspective. You have to look at yourself and be like, am I the me that I am happy with today? That is going to be the me that's going to be happy 5 years down the road? Or do I want to lose 30 pounds? Or do I want to learn a new skill? Or do I want to go back to school and maybe finish off that degree that I didn't get? Even if it's just the principle of I want to finish what I started so I can do something, even if your goal isn't to necessarily do anything. I just want to finish what I started because I told myself I was going to do it, and I put it on the back burner, or something came up and got in the way. And that's okay, but understand like there's so many things you can do, but stop. We got to stop wasting time. We got to stop dilly dallying around. We got to stop messing around. We got to stop hurting ourselves. We got to stop like just doing our job, coming home, eating the same 5 meals that we cook every single week because it's the simplest and the easiest. And we find that, yes, it saves us a lot of time, so we don't have to spend as much time on cooking, and we can spend more time on what we want to do to get past work so we can go back to work and feel at least decent enough to show up the next day, just to do the same cycle over and over again each and every day. There's nothing in this world that says that you have to be miserable at one thing and not find happiness in another, but you need to understand that you can do a lot of things. You can do the goal and start working toward it while you're doing the thing that absolutely you hate, because honestly, if you figure out a way to manifest yourself and to use it as motivation as the thing you despise, or even if it's just, I despise feeling bored. Like this last Saturday, been working on so many reels, so many recordings and editing and stuff like that. I decided to take Saturday off. And I literally ended up spending the whole day sitting on the couch until me and my wife, we ended up going to a rodeo locally in our area. But for the evening, but it was literally spur of the moment, like, oh, rodeo's in town, want to go? And I was like, sure. But that was the only, we didn't plan on it. We were just sitting around being like, nothing, we're bored. Nothing sounds fun. Video games don't sound fun. Movies don't sound fun. Going to the movie doesn't sound fun. We went to a restaurant, had an okay experience, but it wasn't great. Didn't bring our day up. Like we were just kind of in this weird state of psychosis, and it was like, all right, on to the next. And it's like, that's fine. But if I'm looking forward to this state of boredom, like start working on things. So on Sunday, I made a purpose. It's like I ended up playing. We have a piano here in the corner. I ended up playing that for like 5 hours, working on a particular song that I've wanted to learn for 15, 20 years. I have my guitars that I keep learning new things on that I have fun with just because it's for me. It's not for anyone else. I don't ever plan on playing. I just do it because I love it. It's a thing I like to do. I like recording. I like talking to you guys. I like listening to what you guys have to say. I like helping people just get motivated to get up and go do stuff. But we all have moments where we feel bored. And we all feel this stagnation. We all feel this complacency. There's so many times, if you look around the office or wherever you work, you'll see guys that have been there for 10, 15, 20 years and even longer. And they're just like, yeah, this might have been this is the greatest job. It's the best money. It's the most consistent. But you just watch them live the same life day after day after day. And then they go to retirement and then they don't know what to do with themselves because they've only lived one life. And that was literally work, home, sleep, eat, work, home, sleep, eat, work, home, sleep, eat. That's it. They haven't done anything else. They wanted to travel, didn't do that. They wanted to have a garage in their shop, didn't do that. Wanted to build a classic car, never did that. Wanted to, go across country in a car and just experience everything. Didn't do that. Oh, I want to be a hunter. Nope, didn't do that. Oh, I want to play football. Nope, didn't even play catch. Like, wanted to play golf. Didn't do that. I had zero friends, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And all of a sudden they look back in their life and they're like, wow, I didn't do a whole lot other than work, sleep, eat, go back to work, eat, sleep, and do it all over again. There's so much more to life that I really, really want, like, anyone who hears this video and hears my voice and hears the anxiety that I get from wanting more. I'm one of those unfortunate people that has that anxiety where it's like, if I sit for 5 minutes not doing anything that I feel is relatively productive, at least to benefit my life down the road, I genuinely feel upset. I feel upset in myself because I was like, there's something more I can do because this isn't where I'm at, isn't where I want to be. So maybe tomorrow, after doing a little bit of work, I'll do it. And it's unfortunately a thing that happens with a lot of people that just keep going and they have their wheels turning, and it's an anxiety, and it's not even a performance anxiety. It's just this mental state of, I got to do more because if I do more, I'll be more. And it's its own thing. And I'm, trying to balance it so I can figure out how to relax. But high performers, they don't. They just live in that perpetual cycle of just doing, and that's life. They just keep growing, they keep advancing, they keep wanting to educate. I want to be the person that perpetually educates themselves. Like, I love Rome, I love Greece, I love World War history. I love all these different topics. I love business, finance. You can see in the books at the back. I love all these health benefit. I love so many different topics. I want to know as much information as I can. And the reality is that's never going to happen. I'm not going to know everything, but I can learn small little bits. And it's not exactly the best scenario because it really should be better if I just learn one topic, go into it and use that as my skill set. And that's fine, but I am, when you're that kind of person that just wants to do so much, like, there's so many of us out here that are probably listening to this that feel the same way, that just want to do so many things, and then you kind of get this weird psychosis of just sitting around doing nothing because there's so many things coming at you or so many feelings of things you want to do that you're just stuck, and so you feel stuck. And the reality is you're not stuck. You just got to keep moving. You got to do one step. Like I said, just do that one step. Get that passport, buy that instrument, do the thing that you want to start doing, buy the mixer if you want to start learning how to cook, like, do something, but just do one step. And if you do one step perpetually every day or every couple of days, just slowly make incremental adjustments to your life, that'll definitely achieve what you're kind of looking for, and it'll do it faster than you think. I mean, within a year, you can play piano fairly decently if you're consistent at it for every couple of days, just tinkering around, even if it's only for like 30 minutes to an hour. If you're just messing around, getting more dexterity in your hands and working on stuff, you'll get better, but it takes time. I mean, there's so many people that are amazing at video games, but guess what? It didn't happen overnight. It took them 20 years. There's a lot of people who are great musicians. Guess what? It didn't take them overnight. It took them a lot of years. That's what life is. You can't do anything tomorrow that is going to drastically change your life, but you might be able to do something in 6 months to a year that actually will drastically change your life. You can go outside, go to a bar, and meet that person that you love, that you end up falling in love with, and spend the rest of your life. That happens because you went out and did something. It does not happen from sitting at home. Life happens when you walk out that door and you go live it by any means necessary. It doesn't matter what you do. Go do something. Do something you love. Do something you're passionate about. Use that passion and use the things that you don't like maybe your job or whatever situation. Use that as motivation to go find a passion and go after it. Go balls out and go after it in every way possible, because you deserve that. We all deserve that. And so many people unfortunately decide that, I'm just me. I'm a small little dot in the world. No one's going to care. It's not about that. You're not doing anything you're doing in life. You're not going to work in life. You're doing it for you. You're doing it for you. You're doing it for your family. You're doing it for your soul, for yourself. It's your life. Go live your life. That is it. That is the only goal that we should all have. And unfortunately, way too many people are stuck being trapped in this own mindset of, well, my life's not like that. No one cares if your life is like somebody else's. Fuck that. Their life is theirs. And guess what? If you lived their life, you'd be more fucking miserable than what the life that you currently have is, because it's not the one you created. It's the one they created. And guess what? The one they created, they probably fucking hate too. So why are you worried about what everybody else gives a shit? What are you worried about what pocket you may or may not fit in society? No one cares. Go do what you want to do. Go live your life. Be happy. Hit the gym. Start enjoying yourself. Be passionate about something. Find passion. Build passion. There's so much you can do from one day to the next that you will like significantly make you like so much happier and so much more just red-hearted, beating blood, passionate about waking up in the morning and going outside and doing whatever it is you want to do. That's the goal you should be looking for. You shouldn't be, oh, I'm going to wake up, enjoy my coffee, slowly read it. That's fine. You could slowly do all those things. But if like, I want to travel. Okay, well, guess what? Friday night when I get off of work, I have an airplane ticket. I'm heading out for the weekend, even if it's only a day. Well, that means that you got one day to explore whatever you want. So you cannot waste time. Put yourself in weird situations, because weird time frames and weird situations in general will create a better you, in like no matter what the scenario is, because it forces you back into a corner. You're uncomfortable, and when you back anybody that has an actual like ambition about themselves, you back them into a corner, whether it's self-imposed or not, they will find a way to do something with it, and odds are it'll be something magical in one way or another. It'll be a great fucking story, or it'll be a tragedy, but it'll be a lot of humor down the road. It doesn't matter. Go live your life. Your life matters more to you than it does to anybody else. But if you don't take care of you, no one's going to. You have to take care of you, and by taking care of you, you're actually, if you have family members, by taking care of you, you're going to benefit yourself, because you're going to be a better you. You're going to be a happier you. You're going to be more comfortable in your own skin. You're going to be more comfortable with the world around you. You're going to feel yourself better. You're going to be more passionate, more excited. You're going to enjoy it. So keep going. Keep doing stuff. I'm tired of listening to people be like, well, I'm going to wait like a year or two, and then this is my plan. This is my 5-step plan. Because by the time you get to step 2 or 3, it's been 9 months, and step 3 already has been changed 4 times, and you're not anywhere closer to the end goal of actually going to travel, making sure you go do what you want to do, and actually learn a skill so you can transfer from one career to another. Don't do that. Start working one step after another, slowly but surely. Start making progress, and give yourself a time frame. Give yourself a definitive time frame. In 6 months, I want to make sure that I put enough money away so I could do A, so I could do B, so I can give myself enough time and a belief that I can grow and I can expand and I can be appreciative of who I am and what my soul is and how I feel personally. There's so much to live for. There's so much to keep going. I'm 30 years old. I've turned a corner. Nobody on earth would look at me and try and help me because I'm 30. It is my responsibility to take care of me, my family, and everybody else around me. That is it. That is my responsibility. That is my achievement. And that's fine. But that's life. I've got to keep going. I've got to keep growing and expanding. But I'm making damn sure I'm having a lot of fun doing it, because if I'm not doing it for fun, I'm not doing it. This is why I'm doing this. I don't give a shit whether this makes money or not. That's not the goal. I'm doing this because I want somebody who listens to this maybe get 5 seconds of energy to go out and do the thing that they want to do. Because I don't care what your life is, what your situation is, who you are, what you feel, what your religious status is, what gender you want to. I don't care. Go live your fucking life. Be happy. Do it with a smile. Flip birds to the world around you. Have a good time doing it. Way too many people are stuck in this perpetual society of, oh, I gotta have this shiny life, just like on Instagram, like just on Instagram and everything else, and just you have to have this one thing or the other, or I have to achieve this, or I have to have a nice car, or I have to have a massive TV, or I have to. You don't have to do any of that shit. Whatever makes you happy, go be happy. If you like changing tires, go change tires. That's it. If you like selling guns, go sell guns. If you like fucking designing camo, go design. It doesn't matter what you do. Just go do it. Is what I'm saying. Have fun. So many people are stuck, and it sucks because I'm watching society collapse, because it's not one person. It's it's all of society. Everyone, there's so many people in society that are miserable, and it's completely self-inflicted. And there's so much that they could do, but they just choose not to. They're stuck. They feel stuck. They feel trapped either by societal pressures or personal pressures. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter what the pressures are. The pressure isn't me telling you you have to go live in this small little world and pocket and like sit here in this corner and that's where you exist. That's the only place you're allowed to exist. That's not no one in society is telling you that. You can do whatever you want. If you don't like your job, fucking leave. Go find another one. Start applying today and go find something. You might end up finding something you actually enjoy more. Even if not, it might pay you more, so at least you'll be happier that way. Do whatever you want, but make sure whatever you're doing it for you, doing it for your family, doing it for a benefit, making sure that you're not just doing it because you feel like you're obligated to, or that you're stuck in this place because somehow the job that you're in or the position in life that you're in is what you're always going to be. That's where you're stuck. That's where you're destined to be. None of that shit matters. It doesn't. Absolutely zero. There's nothing like that. The only thing that mentality is in you. That's it. There's nothing based on society that tells you, oh, this is where you exist. That's your limits. You can't go beyond that. You can't expand above that. That's it. Oh, you grew up in a traumatic household, so you're infinitely screwed. It doesn't matter what you do. You can't climb above. Every day we hear stories over and over again of people who've successfully climbed the ladder, got themselves out of that hole, got from rock bottom. I love a rock bottom to hero story, and it's not even rock bottom to hero in the zeitgeist of pop culture, the zeitgeist of humanity. It's rock bottom from themselves to hero for themselves. They're appreciating what they do for them. That's it. And to everyone else around them that hears their story, they might come across as like brash, or come across as a little ignorant, or come across as a little insufferable. And you know what? That is fine. But understand, what got them there is because they were at rock bottom and they got to the top because they believed in themselves, they pushed themselves further, they tried harder, they worked a lot harder, and they quit giving a shit about what everybody else did around them because it didn't matter. And they knew that, so they got ahead. And they didn't get ahead of you, they got ahead of everyone. But they made sure to get ahead of their old version of themselves. They're not doing it to shove you in a corner to push you down. They're doing it to make sure they stand tall, so their life becomes the life they want to live, and they are significantly happier. Go do the thing you want to do. That is the purpose of life. A person who sits in their office and paints all day is surprisingly more cognizant, more introspective, philosophically a brilliant mind. And even though they might be a little, out there at times, they look at life through a set of lenses that we aren't able to see. And for some reason, they're still significantly happier on the inside. You could see it within their soul. You could see it within their creative talents. You could see it on the paint, on the canvas. Go do the thing you want to do. Have fun. Fuck money. Fuck career. Fuck title. Make sure your family's taken care of. Make sure you're taken care of. Take care of your soul. Take care of your health. Make sure you enjoy it. And never, ever settle for less. Simple. Go have fun, you ignorant a-hole. Life is so complicated as it is, and it's already toxic as shit. And I know for me, this is a hard truth, and I know listening to me probably sounds like I'm just being a giant dick, and that is okay. Some people need to hear it, and some people will take it for what it is. I want the best for you. I want the best for everyone. I want more people to succeed. I'm happy making half the money I used to because the job I had was good, but it took so much time out of my family life that I didn't get to spend it with my wife and my family, and I didn't get to be around doing the things I wanted to do. I took a pay cut to have more time. That was my choice. I am significantly happier. I am here with you today because this is something I've wanted to do for my entire life. I've wanted to help people get up and over the rock and over the hurdles and the complications and just push them. And hopefully, I don't care if 3,000 people listen to this and 5 people decide to go out tomorrow and hit the gym and go do the things that they want to do. Buy that pen and paper, buy the piano, do what they want to do, buy the plane ticket. I don't care if 5 out of 3,000 do it. That is 5 more people that are significantly going places that they weren't previously. That is my goal. My goal is to move anyone. That is it. That is the only reason I do this. I want more people to feel the way I do because I am passionate about life. I am passionate about art and creativity. I'm passionate about what all this means, but I love hearing it from other people, hearing their experiences, and listening to how we all come across different difficulties and look at things through life and feel what we feel, and just we're living the weirdest time. We live in the weirdest time politically, economically, if you're in the United States or even in the world, it doesn't really matter. Economically, the world is kind of a mess, and it's going to be a mess. Rents are higher than they really ever should have been. We're struggling as a newer generation that will never really be able to afford a house anytime soon. And if you do, you're kind of stuck, because if you leave, you can't buy another one. And if you don't leave, you're never going to get the money out, because you can't get money out of a house until you really buy it, unless you pull an equity loan. But that's its own thing, and a lot of people do it because they don't really know about it. Because our education system fell flat in telling us how loans work and how banks work and how money generally operates. It's just credit card swipe, hope you pay it off at the end of the month. If you don't, you're going to accrue interest. Good luck paying that off. And if you take a student loan, you might be able to get a job that is significantly higher than working at McDonald's. And even if you do, it's probably still not going to pay enough to actually pay off the loan. So you're going to be perpetually in a debt cycle. Have fun. That's the tattoo we all got when it said diploma on the paper underneath our name. That's the story we were told. Many of us went trades. I went trades, had a great time, learned a lot of skills, learned engineering and mechanical engineering, found it fascinating, and I didn't even love it when I entered. I did it because I knew it was the next step and it was the only step I could take. College was not an option. I don't come from money, never have. I grew up from a house that was close to foreclosure. I grew up in a house that surrounded itself, unfortunately, with lies, manipulation, zero hugs. And so I had a lot to learn through life. I learned most of what love is through my wife. Never experienced anything like that beforehand to that degree. So now I know what I'm expecting. I know the family I want to build. I know what I want to do. I want to be the dad that plays catch. I want to be there for them. So my time became more significant than the money. I chased money. I did it. I had fun. I made money. I made a lot more of my friends. But that still wasn't fulfilling me. This is fulfilling me. The work that I actually do. My bills are paid. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I don't need more than that. I'm not, asking for bare minimum, but I just want to do what I want to do, be happy doing it, feel comfortable doing it. And so that's what I'm doing. And I want all of us to do that. That's why I'm doing this. I want to tell each and every one of us, go do the thing you want to do. Go make music, put it on SoundCloud, put it on Spotify, figure out how you're going to make it happen, but just start doing something. Be creative, be excited. If you're a creative mind and you can write, if you can write, play music, paint, draw, do whatever you want to do. Express yourself, do what you want to do, be comfortable, live within who you are, and fucking enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Enjoy life. Wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed, feeling excited. Wake up, going outside, believing that no matter what happens, life is going to work so much better for you, because you're actually giving it the initial push of I'm doing it. I'm doing whatever I want today. I'm making sure I'm doing it. I am in no way saying quit your job tomorrow to find a better one. No, that's not what I'm saying. Anyone who uses that and says it's wrong, no, that's not how life works. That's an Instagram thing. Don't believe in that. But if you want to change your life, if you want to change your career, make small little work, do small little steps to incrementally increase yourself. Learn new skills, start applying to the jobs, and make sure your basics are taken care of. Make sure your family's taken care of. And while you're doing that, also go chase your dream. Yes, you'll be pulling double duty. You'll work an 8-hour shift, and then when you get off work, you're going to have to start doing the things you want. But that's the only way to successfully change your life. You have to do an 8-hour shift. You have to go to work to pay your bills. But if you want to lose weight, you still have to go to the gym outside of work, because that's the only way that happens. Now, if you only do it on weekends, that's still better than nothing, but you need to start doing it. That's the only way you do it, or successfully do anything, is by putting work in. That requires putting time away from the creature comforts, from the favorite TV shows, from the food you like to eat if you want to focus on health. There's things you got to do and the steps you got to make. You know what you got to do. Stop being a child and go do it. That's the hard truth of life. That's the hard truth of reality. You have to keep working and improving yourself, and you can't give up. Some of the most fulfilling people on the planet, I truly believe, are the people that just never give up. There's the people that walk around life with zero fucks written on their forehead, and they're just having a grand old time working wherever they work, feeling comfortable, bills are paid, they listen to their music. They're the happiest people you'll ever meet. And then you'll see somebody who is just this constant chaser, constant go-getter, constant, I got to do something to improve myself, unfortunately, like me. And they kind of end up being this person that's just all over the place and a little crazy, and then eventually one day they just freak out and they start losing their mind. I had to take a step away because I saw myself treading down the path of this is where I'm going. This isn't going to be me. This isn't how I feel comfortable. I want to switch paths. I switched. I'm doing this. I love it. I love what I do for work. I love hanging out with my wife. I love doing everything that makes up my life. And I want so much of that for so many people. And if I get to sit here and tell people, and just even a small handful of them actually make it happen, seriously, thank you. Thank you for going to take care of yourself so the rest of us don't have to. It's not our obligation to make your life better. You have to be the one to do it. And everyone knows this, but not enough people are told it, unfortunately. I want so much for so many. I want each and every person to live the life they want to live. I want each and every person to be comfortable with who they are. I want people to be happy. I want them to succeed. And I want you to go and do everything you do, even the stuff that you rather not be doing, but you have to, like a job that you don't like, whatever it is, do it with a smile. Life is not that serious when you know that when you die, no one cares. Your family does, the next generation does, your kids do, and if you made a huge societal impact, they will for a significant amount of time, but eventually it peters off. There's a quote: who was the richest person in 1733? No one knows because no one cares. The amount of money you had, the most success, doesn't matter. There's people who've done significant things in their life that we do not know about. There's people who have done one significant thing that we've known about for thousands of years. It it doesn't matter whether you're known or not. It's your life. Go make the most of it. Go have fun. Go enjoy it. Stop wasting time. Time is finite. People, I have friends that are in their 40s that are struggling health wise. I have friends in their 30s like me. Like, we're in our 30s, and I've seen friends of mine have significant health problems. I've seen friends whose kids have significant health problems and didn't even get the chance to really live a normal life, and they probably never will for one reason or another. Why are we capable and comfortable and all we want to do is sit on the couch, watch the same movie over and over, watch Marvel movies for the 50th time and go do it? I understand there's things I love. My favorite thing on the planet is watching Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. Like, I love it. I've seen it way too many times, watched it in theater several times. It's my thing. That's the fantasy universe I love. I watch it a lot, but I'm not sitting there day after day thinking about it, talking about doing it, because if without it, I don't feel comfortable. I don't like life. I don't feel comfortable in my skin. No, there's other things. You can love something and not make it your life. You can also make your life the thing you love. And that's what I want for you. That's what I want for all of you. I want each and every one of you to go outside, get a little fresh air, walk around the neighborhood, hug your spouse or significant other, and just tell them you love them and believe in them and that you're proud of them. Doing that one thing, it's surprise. Like, I love it when I wake up, and even though I may not necessarily have the greatest job compared to what I did, I love waking up. My wife is excited that I get to be home. I get to hold her in the morning. I get to see her out the door. I get to make breakfast. I get to make dinner. I get to clean the house. And then I go to work, come back, and then we do it all over again. I get to spend my life doing what I want, getting to talk with you, having conversations, doing the things I want to do with the people I want to do it with. And this is fun. This is fun for me. It should be fun for anyone. I want everyone to find the thing that they love to do, and I want everyone to have a good time doing it. So please, please, for the love of God, take life a little more seriously, but also do it with a lot of humility. It's not that stressful. It's not that complicated. There's things you got to do because, unfortunately, we decided to create a system that's significantly more complicated than it needs to be. It's all paperwork and DMV level BS, and it's just crap you don't need, and it's just time consuming and wasteful, and people who are miserable at their job make your day miserable before you even get to your job, and this, that, the just do what you do with a freaking smile, and if things go haywire, make sure to laugh about it, because if you do, it won't hurt you. Nothing ever will. Just enjoy it. I want so much for so many people. Please take significant care for your life and for what time you do have, even though you don't know how much you have. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, if you're still 90. There's so much time. Just make sure that you don't waste a second of it, because you don't know what's coming and you don't know how much is left, and time is finite and it's not a renewable source of energy. So you have to make sure that if you're doing that, you do what you do and that you enjoy it and that you love it. Be appreciative of you, be appreciative of your family. Tell your friends you love them. Check in on them. Make sure you care. I want so much for so many, just because I genuinely believe we can all be happy, but it's an eternal choice. That's it. And I hope that me being here and telling you these things, that hopefully you just get a little spark of energy, and I hope it lasts for a handful of days. I'm going to try and upload these consistently, and maybe you'll keep checking in, but there's so much I want for so many people, that please take life a little more seriously. Make sure you also do it with a sense of humility, have fun, enjoy it, do it with a smile, laugh constantly. Even if, like, I love when something kind of horrible happens and I figure out a way to laugh about it, because I've honestly had a lot of horrible stuff, like anybody has. But, there's things that go wrong, and like a toilet backing up isn't even nearly as bad as some of the worst case things that have happened to me in my life, whether they're self inflicted or not. But that little thing is inconvenient. But it's not gonna ruin my day. It happened. It's an element of life. I gotta go take care of it. Cool. I will figure it out. But it's not like the world's imploding that it can't be fixed. Everything can be fixed. Be patient, enjoy it. But knowing that a toilet backing up is still less significant than the other things that I made it through for one reason or another, and I'm still here, and I've learned a lot because of them from one reason or another. That means that thing's insignificant. The rest of it, or the toilet backing up's insignificant compared to what previously happened. So why should I let it get to me? Because the thing that previously happened isn't getting to me. We've all had traumas. Some of us grew up in broken homes, but even then, that's not a crutch. And even if it still lingers, or there's still a lot of pain, a lot of feelings, I understand. But you need to get comfortable with it. You need to make peace, even just with what it is, not necessarily with the people, but you need to make peace within yourself for what it was, and for what you grew out of, and what you had to grow through and learn from. And we all have a story, but there's no reason that we should look at each other and be like, "Oh, my story's worse than that guy's, so he doesn't know what I'm going." It's not about that. We all have our limits. We all have our BS meters, and sometimes it doesn't. They have different limits on the BS meter, and sometimes it breaks quicker than others. It doesn't matter. We all have a story, but be patient. We're all people. Enjoy it. Make sure you have fun. Love life. Appreciate yourself. Please take care of yourself. And I swear, if you do the things that you want to do, and you just make small little increments toward benefiting yourself and educating yourself long term, you're going to have so much fun. And I really wish that you would, and that we all would, and that because of doing that, we can make society a little bit simpler. We can make it a lot nicer. We can interact with people on a daily basis out in public, and do what we want to do, and take care of ourselves, and we can have a lot of fun doing it. So I want so much for so many, that I hope you'll spread it around, pass it on, do whatever you want to do, but make sure you just enjoy your life. To do something today that's going to be significantly beneficial for you tomorrow, whether it's just even to appreciate life itself, and to be a little happier on a daily basis. Just take care of yourself, okay? So this is pep talk number 3. Please hit like and subscribe if you made it all the way in. I appreciate the love and support. Hopefully we can grow. I'm working currently on talking to a bunch of people, creatives, visionaries, filmmakers, things like that I'm hoping to start the podcast with. I've emailed a bunch of them. Some of them got back, and we're kind of setting up time. So I'm hoping that we can get started on that and create the podcast. So this will expand. We're also doing the pep talks and keep going with that. So I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I know it's very, very early on. It's very small. So any like, subscribe, comment, I much appreciate it. Help grow this out. Hopefully expand this. Please share the video. Also, feel free to make clips on any of the shorts. Spread the shorts, clips on the pep talk. If you want to take snippets when the podcasts are up, whether it's the video or the audio side, and use it for different things, feel free. Have fun. I'm not going to go after you. It's a one-man operation. I'm not going to copyright issue it or anything like that. I want the message to be spread, because I think it's significantly beneficial to others, and I want us to all to do it as like a community. I don't think, I don't want this to be a me show where you think, well, this is all of us together. I'm just the point where we can all get together, all expand our ideas. I want so much for so many. I believe in you. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to believe in the other people that listen to this. And so please spread it around, take your clips, monetize it, make money off of it, have fun with it. I don't care what you do. Go enjoy it. So anyway, please like, subscribe, share, do whatever you're going to do. Appreciate it. This is Pep Talk number 3, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you.